defender from Kiel, Wisconsin, number 16, Ava Niels. A senior midfielder from Ridgeway, Wisconsin, number 17, Allison Solberg-Keeler. A senior defender from Leviton, Pennsylvania, number 21, Brianna Love. A junior midfielder from Newport, California, number 22, Ines Rodriguez. A junior midfielder from Muskegon, Michigan, number 26, Michaela Velasco. The Muskies are led by head coach Heather Robert in her 4th year and assistant coaches Pete Barth and Zach Hyman. And now for your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. A sophomore goalkeeper from Eastlake, Ohio, number 0, Katya Blotnick. A senior forward from Redmond, Washington, number 4, Kayla Smith. A senior midfielder from St. Louis, Missouri, number 5, Allison Murray. A sophomore defender from Geneva, Illinois, number 6, Lena Yonahara. A sophomore midfielder from Tucson, Arizona, number 8, Hannah Ramos. A junior midfielder from Richmond, Texas, number 12, Caitlin Walsh. A sophomore defender from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 13, Liliana Schut. A senior defender from Plymouth, Minnesota, number 16, Gabriela Baltes. A senior forward from Helsingborg, Sweden, number 20, Kayla Thomas. A sophomore defender from Rochester, Minnesota, number 22, Annika Torbenson. A junior midfielder from Bend, Oregon, number 33, Joanne Porter. The Scarlet Hawks are led by head coach Rashane Ellison in his 11th season and assistant coaches Alan Garcia-Pina, Julian Soto, Tom Paparunas, Lucy Georgiorian, Sarah Thomas, and Julian Olschlager. Would all fans now please rise and remove your hats as we honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome into Stuart Field on the campus of the Illinois Institute of Technology, where tonight women's soccer returns to Stuart Field to take on Lakeland University in a Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference matchup. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite, Sports Information Director for Illinois Tech Athletics. I'll be on the call for tonight's matchup between the Muskies and the Scarlet Hawks. You heard the starters announced there. The Muskies coming in with a record of 0-9-1 overall, 0-6 in the NAC. They last played on Saturday. They lost 4-0 at Aurora. Scarlet Hawks suffered their first loss of the season this past Monday against 7th-ranked University of Chicago, 5-1. They have a 10-1-1 record overall and 6-0 in the NAC. They're looking to get back in the winning column, the W column, for tonight's match. Again, your starters for Lakeland in goal will be first-year goalkeeper Addie Reimer. And the other 10 will be Ingrid Steinbach, number 23, number 3, Leah Armstrong, number 6, Alyssa Voigt, number 8, Emily Guy, number 10, Malaya Sperber, number 16, Eva Nails, 17, Allison Solberg-Keeler, 21, Brianna Love, 22, Inez Rodriguez, and 26, Michaela Belasco for Heather Robert's Muskies. Illinois Tech starters in goal tonight. Katia Blotnick, sophomore. I imagine they're going to have split duties between Blotnick, Emmy Anderson, and possibly we might as well see Clara Estiandon. We shall see as the evening goes along. Also starting for the Hawks, number 4, Kayla Smith, number 5, Allie Murray, 6, Lena Yonahara, 8, Hannah Ramos, 12, Caitlin Walsh, 13, Liliana Schuth, 16, Gabriela Baltez, 20, Kayla Thomas, 22, Annika Torbenson, and 33, Joanne Porter. Coach Roshane Ellison is sitting out a handful of his normal starters as he had a rough game on Monday and trying to get some bodies healed as we get into the home stretch of the conference play. Here's Kayla Thomas along the back line. Thomas tried to center that one, and that one deflected over the back line. And that'll be a corner kick for Illinois Tech. Looks like Kayla Thomas will go over to that near right corner from your perspective for the corner. And that is Coach Roshane Ellison's lineup for today, his 11th season leading the Scarlet Hawks. Kick on the way from Thomas. That one line drive goes to the top of the box. Not sure if that was the intent, but Lakeland looks to clear, and they will. And finally have seasonable temperatures here in Chicago. It's a cool night. We'll be down in the mid-50s, possibly by the end of the game. Right now, low 60s, high 50s. Here's Kayla Smith, gets around 2 defenders, stutter step, throws it to the top of the box. Hannah Ramos had that for a moment, then Yonahara. Liliana Schuth. Over to Kayla Thomas on the near side. Thomas chips it towards the box. That one does not get through. Caitlin Walsh fires, and that one deflects. I believe that was off a Lakeland player, and we're going to have another corner kick for Illinois Tech. And Kayla Thomas will take it again from that near right corner from your perspective on the camera view. Thomas will drop it up high to Schuth. Schuth steps in, gets around a defender towards the back line, cross. And then that one will go back to Lakeland as the Hawks tried to feed that one close into the box. Joe Porter was the recipient. But the Muskies will look to activate as goalkeeper Addie Reimer will give it a boot upfield, just short of midfield. Lena Yonahara knocks that back into, or keeps it into Muskies territory. And now Yonahara back to the middle, Gabriela Baltez. Baltez, Caitlin Walsh splits the seam, a couple of pair of defenders. She fires a shot. That one's high and wide over the right corner there. Good idea, though. Walsh getting an early shot off, just too high off target. And Reimer will take the kick again. As we mentioned, the Hawks suffered their first loss of the season at 7th-ranked U Chicago. They were in that game early. Both halves, first half and the second half, they applied most of the pressure in the early going. They just weren't able to convert. And UChicago got stronger as the game went on. Yonahara tried to cross that one into the box area. Oh, and that one was punched out. Yonahara keeps it in, throws it towards the box once more, and then a shot and a score! I think it was Hannah Ramos. So Hannah Ramos gets the goal. So Ramos with the goal. And the Hawks go up 1-0 with 40-45 to go here in the first half. So Hannah Ramos gets the Hawk on the board early. The Hawks looking to cook in one more. That one knocked out of the box, but Torbenson on the far side will keep it in. Chips it high, and a header by Thomas. That one drops down. Caitlin Walsh battling for it. That one rolls over the back line, and that'll result in another corner kick for Illinois Tech. Kayla Smith will take it, this time in the far right corner from your vantage point. And she'll just activate to Annika Torbenson. Torbenson tried to chip it towards the box, but good job defensively by Michaela Belasco to get in front of that one. So the Hawks are kind of hung up on the perimeter right now. Now Smith gets around a couple defenders, drops it towards the back line, Ramos, and they're going to say that one offsides. Good job defensively by Belasco on that last attempt by Kayla Smith to cut inside. And now Reimer will kick it upfield. Torbenson with the header. That one hangs in the air a while. Who's going to come down with it? It's Joe Porter. Porter grabs it, swings it over to Yonahara, who quickly gets it over to Kayla Thomas on the near side. Thomas gets around her defender, cuts back upfield, now heads inside, finds Allie Murray, and Murray will bring it back up high to Schuth. Baltez now right up center. Turnaround shot, Walsh, and again, firing it high. That time on target towards the net, but shot too high, so Caitlin Walsh with a couple shots is going to have to work on her target there. And Reimer will take another kick here. Upfield, Murray tips it to Torbenson. And then the ball is taken away by Inez Rodriguez. Hawks trying to push it back inside the zone. Murray bodies it down, finds Walsh. Walsh, through ball, trying to get it over to Ramos. Ramos is free with the shot. Oh, and sails that high over the crossbar. Ramos looking for her second of the match. A nice pass from Caitlin Walsh, but just a little too high. The Hawks a little high on their shots here in the early going. We do have one. The goal by Hannah Ramos, but her second attempt there sailed just high. Now Lakeland will push that one upfield. Murray will take it. Heads back towards the middle, or Baltez is in the circle. Caitlin Walsh. Walsh trying to squeeze that one into Joe Porter. Now Yonahara to Porter. Leaving it back to Yonahara, swinging it to Smith. Up high to Torbenson. Kayla Smith going for that back line. She's free. Kayla Smith. Now the cross. Oh, and that one just wide of a cutting Kayla Thomas. Push back upfield. Here's Schuth. Now Ramos. Ramos back to Walsh. Hannah Ramos finding Yonahara up high. Yonahara into Porter. Porter leaving it for Ramos. Into Thomas, but just too far out in front. And scooping that one up is Addie Reimer. 36-41 to go here in the first half. It's a 1-0 lead for Illinois Tech on the goal by Hannah Ramos. Reimer's kick a little short. Goes towards the midfield stripe where Torbenson heads it. Now Walsh puts it in further. Smith will track it down. Allie Murray. Torbenson will release back to Baltez inside Hawk territory where the Hawks will regroup. Baltez will swing it wide over to the near side. Schuth, Liliana Schuth. And Yonahara cutting upstream. Yonahara now cutting inside. Across, trying to get that one to Allie Murray, but it rolled all the way to Torbenson. Now Porter swinging it to Smith. Chipping it towards the box. Yonahara tried to get a foot on that one. Thomas knocks it down, fires, and a save made by Reimer. Rebound, score! And I believe that was Caitlin Walsh. So Caitlin Walsh gets the goal. So Walsh gets the goal on the rebound shot from Thomas. Reimer made the save, and Walsh was there to put it into the back of the net. It's a 2-0 lead for Illinois Tech, 35-40 to go. Now here's Ramos. Ramos trying to feed that one into Walsh. Murray bodies it down, spins. Finds Torbenson, far side, cuts inside. Back up high to Baltez at the midfield stripe. For Walsh there, it probably felt sweet after a couple blasts went high. Couldn't go high on that one. She was right in front of the box. Tucked that one into the net off the rebound. 2-0 lead for Illinois Tech and a goal for Caitlin Walsh. Here's Gabby Baltez. Baltez fakes, pushes it wide. Yonahara, near side. Now Kayla Thomas. Back to Schuth, back to Thomas. That one rolls over the back line. And we're going to get another corner for Illinois Tech. So it'll be Kayla Thomas taking the near side corner. She'll release up high to Yonahara. Yonahara with a lot of real estate in front of her. Now she'll chip it towards the box. The header by Baltez goes high. Good setup there by Yonahara. Baltez just unable to put that one on target. Still got a piece of it, but set it up high. It'll be a goal kick for Lakeland and Reimer. Kick tracked down by the Hawks and Schuth. Now Yonahara eludes a defender, gets it back to Schuth. Baltez. And now to Schuth back over on the near side. Liliana Schuth. Frees up Thomas. Thomas splits a pair of defenders, loses the ball momentarily, and now she gains it back. Drops it to Ramos, or Yonahara. Murray finds Kayla Smith. Good job defensively. Lakeland knocks that one back to the perimeter. Or Torbenson will have to track it down, get it back to Smith. And again, Alyssa Voigt there putting pressure on Smith. Smith breaks free, however. Gets around another defender, Smith, sending it up high. Shot! That one blocked, never got through. Off the foot of Hannah Ramos. Now Yonahara. Here's Caitlin Walsh for her second attempt. And a save by Reimer. Header by Smith, and it's in! Kayla Smith follows up the shot by Walsh and puts it in the net. 3-0. Kayla Smith. So Kayla Smith with the goal. And again, Reimer made that initial save, the save on the shot by Walsh in tight. Got a piece of it, but it deflected over to Walsh, who headed it into the net. And the Hawks have a 3-0 lead with 32:46 to go. Now here's Lakeland inside the zone. Baltez will take it away as Malaya Sperber was trying to cut in on a break. Here's Walsh. Walsh cuts in the middle, finds Porter. Porter to Smith. Smith with the cross. That one knocked wide. Back to Smith. Up high to Torbenson. Torbenson will fire a left footer, curls in. Reimer knocks it down and scoops it back up. Good idea by Torbenson to throw it on net, just kind of see. And if anything got away from Reimer, the Hawks would be there to pressure. Murray knocks it down in the midfield circle. Walsh will take it in, or Kayla Smith to Lena Yonahara. Now over to Kayla Thomas. Here's Kayla Thomas. Cross, knocked out. And then the follow-up kick blasted high. Off the foot of Walsh. 31 and a half minutes remaining in the opening half. 3-0 Illinois Tech. On goals by Hannah Ramos, Caitlin Walsh, and Kayla Smith. Murray gets it back to Yonahara and then back to Murray. Caitlin Walsh. Inside to Porter. Porter trying to swing that one over to a cutting Ramos, but the Muskies push that one away. Now Inez Rodriguez pushes it upfield where Torbenson will intercept. The Hawks will look to reset. Lakeland trying to get into Hawks territory there. But the Hawks quick to recover. Now Lily Schuth. Pass was intercepted, and Rodriguez will swing that wide over to the near side. Ball deflected, and Schuth will pick up the loose change and roll it over to Gabby Baltez. Baltez will keep it over on that near side where Schuth has some room. Now she'll cut towards the inside, give it back to Baltez. Baltez looking for Kayla Smith, but just didn't see the path. Gets it to Torbenson instead. And now Baltez will push it through the circle, finds Yonahara. Lena Yonahara to Ramos. Ramos to Walsh. Walsh to Porter. Porter battling. Over to Thomas. Thomas cuts inside over high. Tried to get that one to Yonahara, but then Baltez came in on it. Baltez with the shot, and Reimer falls on that one. As Gabby Baltez saw an opportunity here with the ball coming her way. Twofold. Break up a potential opportunity for the Muskies, and then in turn follow through and get a shot off. Pass by Walsh. Taken away, but taken back by Walsh. And now Ramos spins out of coverage. Allie Murray. Kayla Smith. Allie Murray, now Lena Yonahara. Yonahara will tee it up. She fires. And that one goes just over and lands on the top of the net. Nice shot by Yonahara, just a little too high. And a goal kick coming for the Muskies as we're under 29 minutes to play. Reimer's kick finds Sperber. Sperber pushes it upfield. Rodriguez wasn't able to get that pass over to the near side to Sperber. And now Torbenson will throw it to Smith. Smith on the far side. Up high to Allie Murray. Murray to Yonahara. Oh, it's a little not in sync there were Yonahara and Kayla Thomas. And now Lakeland will push it upfield, but Schuth pinches in. Throws it to Thomas on that near corner. Thomas cuts in. Oh, good defensive play there. And we're going to get a foul on Thomas. Nice defensive play there by the Muskies to take Thomas off the ball. Trying to catch a license plate there. I think that was Alyssa Voigt. Caitlin Walsh. And they're going to get a foul on Lakeland, so a free kick coming for Illinois Tech. Schuth will look to just, well, she has to wait for the official to mark it. Schuth was looking to just kind of tap it and play. And that's where she'll go. Yonahara on that near side. Here's Allie Murray. Smith to Yonahara. Inside feed to Ramos. That was intercepted by the Muskies. And now they'll look to push it upfield. Ball's going to head out of bounds, however. It'll be a throw-in for Torbenson. Here come the Hawks. Near side, Thomas sidesteps her defender. Cross, and that one goes wide. Caitlin Walsh on the doorstep again. This will be another corner kick for Thomas and the Scarlet Hawks. Over in that near corner. Thomas, strong kick. And they're going to get an offsides on the Hawks. So another kick for Raymer. Ball knocked down by Yonahara. Thomas battling to maintain possession. And she's able to pull it out of there, get it to Ramos. Ramos tried to feed it to Smith, but it was punched out of there by Allison Solberg-Keeler. Now the Hawks will take it over on the near side. Thomas again. Thomas with the cross. No one in the vicinity for the Hawks, but Torbenson will track it down in that far corner. Cuts inside, leaves it high to Kayla Smith. Now to Torbenson. Torbenson's pass to Murray was intercepted. Murray fights to pull it back. And now Baltez to Schuth just underneath the midfield stripe. Kayla Thomas lurking in that near corner again. Release it high to Schuth. Lena Yonahara. Through ball. I thought it was for Porter, but then Walsh was in range. The Muskies knock it out. It'll be an Illinois Tech throw-in on that near side. It'll be Lena Yonahara with the throw. Down to 23:44 remaining in the opening half. 3-0 Illinois Tech on goals by Hannah Ramos, Caitlin Walsh, and Kayla Smith. Thomas to Yonahara. Allie Murray. Now Yonahara crossfield to Torbenson. Torbenson gets around her defender. Try to get around another. Is she going to be able to keep it in? No. That one goes over the back line. And a goal kick for Lakeland. Reamer. Ball was knocked down, headed it back upfield by Yonahara. Finds Joe Porter. Porter stops, finds Smith. Smith Looking for the cross. Oh, and just unable to make the connection with Kayla Thomas. It rolls all the way over to that far side. Hawks are able to track it down, or near side, I should say. And the Hawks track it down. They'll look to regroup through the circle with Baltez. Caitlin Walsh loses the handle. And swung over to the near side where Voigt tries to track it down. She pushes it upfield. Alyssa Voigt, or Caitlin Walsh, is there for support, and we'll roll it over to Katia Blotnick, who's starting tonight for the Scarlet Hawks in goal. Her first time touching the ball. Baltez will push it towards the near side in Yona Hara. Now Thomas and to step back and grab it. She cuts to the inside, eludes a couple defenders. Thomas blasts one, and that one way high and hits the backstop. She got in tight there. Tried to uncork a right footer, but that one sailed high. Reamer's getting a workout on the goal kicks. Now she's coming, angling toward our way, where Voigt tracks it down, pushes it upfield, but it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a Torbenson throw-in for the Hawks. Torbenson finds Baltez. Now Lily Schuth. Yona Hara to Walsh. Walsh goes down, gets back up, punched out of there by Lakeland, and headed upfield where Schuth will try and gather it up, and she does. Yona Hara to Thomas, just outside of her reach. She's going to try and track it back down. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be an Illinois Tech throw. Yona Hara. Coming up on 20 minutes remaining in the opening half, 3-0 Illinois Tech. And we'll redo another throw at that near side, Yona Hara. Kayla Thomas swings it to Murray up high. Cross to Torbenson. Far side, Kayla Smith. Back up high to Torbenson. Murray. Yona Hara. She'll take it back inside, squeezing it in to Porter. Porter back to Yona Hara. Now Kayla Smith. Allie Murray. Trying to get it into Caitlin Walsh. Actually, that was Porter. There was Walsh. Baltez tracks down the clear attempt. The Hawks will regroup. Schuth to Murray. Torbenson. Torbenson cuts inside. Now to Caitlin Walsh. Over to Lena Yona Hara. There's Thomas. Thomas looking to track it down, but it goes over that back line. And we're going to get a couple substitutions for the Scarlet Hawks. Gabby West and Rachel Fujimori checking in. Annika Torbenson will check out, as well as Liliana Schuth. So it'll be Fujimori taking the right back position. Baltez still at left back, or center back is Fujimori and Baltez. Left back will be Gabby West. Here's Allie Murray. Over to West. West trying to feed that one over to Kayla Smith, but that was picked off. The ball is going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Illinois Tech. As that was Allison Solberg-Keeler clearing that ball upfield. Then we'll have some more substitutions for Illinois Tech at the next opportunity. Gabby West, Kayla Smith. Smith up high to Yonahara. Give and go there between Ramos and Yonahara. Yonahara left foot inside. Trying to get it over to Walsh, but that one goes off target and over the back line and out. .16:48 to go as Reamer's kick into Hawk territory, but West quickly moves it upfield to Walsh. Caitlin Walsh. Now here's Thomas. Thomas breaks free. Chip shot. Reamer with a big save. And the ball is loose, pushed back upfield. Boy, what a save by Reamer. Now Malia Sperber battling with Gabriella West, and now Allie Murray. Sperber releases, and now Leah Armstrong. Taken by Yonahara, who will get it back to Fujimori. Here's Kayla Thomas. Cross temp, but picked off by Reamer. Kick is going to go near midfield into Hawks territory where West tracks it down, but it rolls off her foot. It'll be a throw in for Lakeland. This would be their best opportunity to set up their offense. Solberg Keeler with the throw. She got it over to Sperber. Sperber headed it down to Rodriguez, but Baltes is there to take it away. Now Kayla Thomas. Upfield to Porter. Porter had to settle that one down. She'll slow down, cut to the inside, finds Ramos. Ramos to Smith. Smith working around a defender. Smith left foot shot, and that one goes through. Kayla Smith sneaks it in between Reamer and that left post. And Smith has her second goal of the match. The Hawks lead 4-0. So coming in for the Hawks, Abby Cooley, Caroline Bach, and Mackenzie Dowd. Checking out is Allie Murray, Kayla Smith, who just tallied her second goal of the match, and Lena Yonahara. Exactly 15 minutes remaining in the opening half and a 4-0 lead for Illinois Tech. So Smith with a pair of goals, Hannah Ramos and Caitlin Walsh. West pushes that one over to Walsh. Over to West, Dowd, and now Baltes. Here's Bach. Bach to Kayla Thomas, who will work it in the inside. Kayla Thomas has some real estate. Now finds Ramos, swinging it, trying to get it to Cooley, and they're going to get a foul on Cooley. Good job by the Hawks trying to get that one inside. Reamer's kick, low line drive. That one's headed sideways by Malaya Sperber. And it goes out of bounds. Hawks throw in. Gabby West. And we're going to get another foul on Cooley, I believe. There's Lakeland inside their own zone, pushing it upfield. Coming back for support is Voigt. But Walsh will take it for the Hawks. Walsh up high. There's Ramos. Bach. Bach will get it to Kayla Thomas on that near side. Thomas cuts inside outside, leaves it high to Mackenzie Dowd. And now Bach. Back to Thomas. Bach. Inside to Porter. Now Bach will corral it. Find Dowd. Over to Walsh. Walsh loses the handle, but there for support is Ramos. Lakeland kicks it back upfield where Gabby West will track it down. And she'll release to Gabby Baltez. In the circle, Bach. Bach to Thomas. Thomas inside, outside move. Thomas. And she goes down. That one's thrown out on the near side. Illinois Tech throw in. Couple subs for Lakeland and a sub for Illinois Tech. Yasmi Siopsis coming in for Illinois Tech in place of Hannah Ramos. And for Lakeland, checking in is Maddie Linka and Jennifer Champney. And coming out for the Muskies will be Rodriguez and Ingrid Steinbach. Thomas to Porter. Porter inside, outside, leaving it up high to Bach. Now Dowd. Back to Bach, who spins. Siopsis to Thomas. Thomas goes around a defender, cuts to the inside up high to Dowd. Dowd will fire. That one doesn't get through. Pushed upfield by the Muskies. And Siopsis will track it down. Bach. Now to Thomas. Thomas will fire. That one goes wide of the near post, or the left post, I should say. My near post. Another substitution. It's Sophia Arntz checking in for Illinois Tech. With just over 10 minutes remaining, Arntz will take the place of Kayla Thomas. Good first half there by 20 in red. A lot of opportunities, a lot of corner kicks, generate a lot of offense for the Hawks. Reimer will take the kick. 4-0 Illinois Tech with 10:04 to go in the opening half. West chips it to Cooley. Cooley tried to get it to Bach. Bach had to retreat. Now Dowd and Siopsis. Porter. Porter's pass to Arntz was taken away by the Muskies. They'll look to push it upfield. Hawks intercept. Here's Bach. Gabby Baltez has Gabby West on the far side, and that's where she'll go with it. West over the midfield stripe. Has Caitlin Walsh towards that far corner, but too strong. That goes out of bounds. Over the back line. And it'll be another goal kick for the Muskies. Upfield, attempt there. Hawks bring it back inside the zone. There's Bach spinning around, loses the handle. Kept inside. Siopsis with the shot and a save by Reimer. Yasmi Siopsis getting a shot off there. Reimer had to make a save. She's had a handful of nice saves there. As the Hawks look to continue to add on here. And again, Coach Ellison getting an opportunity to get reserve playing time in the match today. Some of the starters dealing with various ailments and coming off that loss, just get them a reset. Caitlin Walsh on the far side. Throws it up high to Mackenzie Dowd. Dowd finds Porter. Porter has Walsh back on the give and go. Walsh just couldn't get a whole much on it. She had a free path toward the goal there, but just kind of pushed it onto Reamer. Looking for her second goal of the match is Caitlin Walsh. Dowd bodies it down, finds Porter. Porter to Siopsis. Siopsis now looking for Arntz in that near corner. Cross, shot, that one goes just wide. Nice job by Arntz, and then trying to get that one over to Porter, but it just goes wide. Actually, that might have been Cooley instead of Porter, I believe. But either way, Arntz taking the pass from Siopsis, crossing it over, and the Hawks getting a shot. Just goes wide of that right post. Bach pushing it upfield. It's Cooley. Abby Cooley. Ball sitting there on that back line. Now Arntz with the cross attempt. Cross, half shot, and Reamer's able to scoop that one up. Good couple sequence there for Sophia Arntz. Into the circle. Lakeland trying to pull that one down. It'll go over to the near side. That's punched back upfield by the Muskies. Siopsis back to Baltez. Baltez will drop it to Blatnick. Katia Blatnick. To Siopsis, upfield to Sophia Arntz. Tried the quick move, but knocked out of bounds by Lakeland. It'll be a throw in on that near side for Siopsis and the Hawks. And checking in for Illinois Tech is Maddie Pelfrey as Caitlin Walsh checks out. Handful of shots. She's got a goal on the evening. And upfield come the Hawks. Here's Cooley. Ball rolls over the back line. That'll be a corner kick for Illinois Tech. And let's see who's going to take the corner. It looks like Abby Cooley will take that near side corner. Keep an eye on Gabby Baltez as usual. There's a low kick. Arntz tried to corral that. It goes over the back line. Goal kick for Lakeland. Down to 4:50 remaining in the first half. A 4-0 lead for Illinois Tech. On this Wednesday night in action here in the south side of Chicago. Kenzie Dowd chips it to Arntz. Arntz looks to take it wide. Cuts back to the inside, left foot shot. That one going towards the corner. Oh, that one just rolls wide. Good job by Arntz. As Pelfrey was there in pursuit as well. But it went wide of that left post. Pelfrey heads it down. Punch back upfield by the Muskies where Baltez gets it at the midfield stripe. Now Caroline Bach. Bach trying to get a through ball over to Pelfrey, but Muskies were on top of that one. Here's Bach once more. Splits between three defenders and finds Pelfrey over on the far side to Abby Cooley. Cooley in the far corner to Dowd. Dowd will release to West. West will take it towards that corner. Looking for the play. Back to Dowd. Dowd has a little space. She'll throw it towards the box. It's deflected up high. Bach finds it. Left foot. Doesn't get through. Pelfrey's on it, but pushed forward by Lakeland. And now Siopsis. Siopsis. Over to Arntz. Ooh, and two players collide over there. That was rough as Arntz a little slow to get up. And she's back on her feet. It's good to see. Lakeland ball. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Reamer set for the kick. Line drive. Siopsis tried to corral it. She does. They get it over to Arntz. Arntz ahead to Porter. Porter throwing it up high, trying to get it to Bach. Bach gets it back from West. Spin move by Bach over to Pelfrey on the far side. Back to Bach. Now up high to Dowd. Dowd will fire a right foot shot. That one sails high and wide over the right corner. As we're coming up now on 1.5 minutes remaining. Reamer will take the kick again. Right foot kick, line drive over towards the near side. That's headed by Belasco. Here's Arntz. Arntz to Siopsis. Siopsis cuts to the inside, a little too far out in front, however, and Belasco pushed that upfield. Baltez will keep it inside the zone, into the circle. Now below the line to Fujimori. Baltez finds Gabby West on the far side. West cuts to the inside. Trying to get that one over to Cooley. Cooley just too far out in front, and Reamer's there to pick it up. Good idea by West, and Cooley, that was the intended recipient as they locked eyes, and West motioned for that play, but it was just too far out in front for Cooley, and Reamer was there to gather up the loose ball. Here's the ball now inside the Hawk zone. Fujimori will push it to Siopsis. And we're having the 10-second countdown here for the first half as Siopsis finds Fujimori. Over to Gabby Baltez. And they'll let the clock run out here in the first half. Your first half score, Illinois Tech 4 and the Lakeland Muskies 0. So we'll take an audio break here on the Scarlet Hawk Broadcast Network, and we'll be back with first half stats right before the second half. Stay with us. And welcome back, Stuart Field. Illinois Tech women's soccer leads Lakeland University by the score of 4-0. Let's go over the first half statistics. Again, 4-0 lead for Illinois Tech. Illinois Tech outshot the Muskies 24-0. 9 saves for Muskies goalkeeper Addie Reamer. So we mentioned she was having a strong half despite allowing 4 goals. She was just under siege there. But 9 saves is an impressive total. A lot of those some high danger opportunities as well. The 4 goals, Hannah Ramos in the 5th minute, Caitlin Walsh in the 10th minute, Kayla Smith in the 13th minute, and then Kayla Smith in the 30th minute. Those are your 4 goals, a pair of goals for Kayla Smith. Hannah Ramos and Caitlin Walsh with solo tallies. No assists recorded in that first half. Fouls 3-1 against the Scarlet Hawks. 6 corner kicks for Illinois Tech. And those are your first half statistics. No cards issued. No saves for Katia Blotnick. No shots from the Muskies. We will have a goalkeeper change for Illinois Tech to start the second half. It'll be Emmy Anderson in net, 0-0. Well, actually, I don't want to jump the gun, so we'll find out who's in net. But I don't. Yeah. I think it'll be Emmy Anderson to start the second half, but we'll see as they're huddling up right now. For the Muskies, it'll remain Addie Reimer in net. Let's do it. For the Muskies, Ava Niels, Emily Guy, Ingrid Steinbach, Michaela Belasco, Jennifer Champney is out there. And it will be Emmy Anderson taking over goalkeeping duties for the Scarlet Hawks. Anderson, the first-year 5'9" goalkeeper from Chandler, Arizona, will take over for Katia Blotnick. And for the Hawks, up front, Kayla Thomas, Hannah Ramos, Joe Porter, Caitlin Walsh, and Kayla Smith. Got Allie Murray, Annika Torbenson, Lena Yonahara, Lily Schuth, and Rachel Fujimori. Again, we mentioned Emmy Anderson taking over in goal. No, Gabriela Baltes here in the second half as she's getting a well-deserved rest. There's Kayla Thomas over in the far corner, brings it up high to Yonahara. Yonahara feeding it inside. There's Walsh. Walsh trying to roll around a defender. Oh, and then missing a connection with a cutting Yonahara. It goes over the back line and out. Also for Lakeland back out there is Inez Rodriguez. Alyssa Voigt. Leah Armstrong. As Reimer gives that kick upfield. Over to Voigt. Picked off by Torbenson. Now Schuth to Fujimori. Rachel Fujimori through the circle. Trying to go over to that left corner to Kayla Smith, and that's punched out of there by Solberg-Keeler, Allison Solberg-Keeler, throwing for the Hawks and Torbenson on that near side. Smith to Torbenson. Now Yonahara. Yonahara leaving that one for a cutting Walsh, but Reimer's there to pick it up before Walsh could make a play. Reimer's kick, that'll sail into Hawks territory. Goes off of Torbenson to Murray. Murray will roll it to Yonahara. Now Kayla Thomas, far corner. Goes outside, cuts inside. Tried to leave it high to Yonahara. That's twice Yonahara has been cutting through, and the passes have been behind her. Just off target there, or not on the same page. Passer and the receiver. Thomas finds Porter. Porter rolls it over to Walsh. Walsh sidesteps, shoots, save, Reimer. Actually, that was Kayla Smith with the shot. Nice job by Hawks to free up Smith and get a shot off, but Reimer there with the save. And again, we mentioned Reimer made 9 saves in that first half, and it kind of felt like it. Again, let up 4, but he was under siege there and coming up with 9 saves and a lot of high-quality saves at that. Fujimori will get it to shoot. Now Torbenson. Below the circle to Allie Murray. Now Kayla Smith trying to split a pair of defenders. Lakeland gets on the ball first, but Caitlin Walsh finds it. Fires a right foot shot. Save made. That one will roll off of Reimer. Over the back line will be Kayla Smith on the corner. She's trying to set it up quickly. It looks like she was just trying to tap it and play. Well, now she'll kick it and right into the hands of Addie Reimer. Ball's going to hang up along that near sideline, pushed upfield by Voigt and the Muskies, but it's going to be Illinois Tech ball now. Torbenson. She'll throw it into Hawks territory with Liliana Schuth will take control. Rachel Fujimori with Yonahara to her right. Goes to Schuth to her left. Now Fujimori. Porter swinging it to Thomas. Now Yonahara in the far corner. Yonahara will stop, head back upfield, now back along the back line. Cross, and Reimer there to pick that one off again. No one really in the vicinity at that moment, but good play by Yonahara to throw it towards the net. Reimer's kick be short of midfield. Torbenson knocks it down to Murray. Through the circle to Fujimori. Finds Caitlin Walsh, but she's knocked off the ball by Brianna Love. Now Porter. Porter up high to Torbenson. Torbenson will take it to the outside, near corner. She's being tracked over there, now brings it back inside along the back line. Torbenson to Porter. Porter left foot shot, score! So Joe Porter gets the goal on the assist from Annika Torbenson. And great work by Torbenson in that near corner. Doing a battle. Cut upfield and then headed back to the back line. Eluded her defender. Sent it to the box to Porter. And Porter able to put it past Reimer for the Hawks' 5th goal. The Illinois Tech leads 5-0 as we're under 40 minutes, 39.5 remaining in the second half. Nice job by Torbenson, and nice job by Porter to finish. Here's Yonahara. She changes direction, gets it to Murray. Murray. Now Kayla Smith, left foot shot. Oh, that one with Porter cutting towards that right post, but it goes just wide. And over the back line, goal kick for Lakeland. That could have either been a Kayla Smith hat trick goal or Porter's second. Take your choice, but neither one happened. And it'll be a goal kick for Reimer and the Muskies. Yonahara. Yonahara will track it down, slow it down. Back up high to Fujimori. Now towards that back line to Thomas. Cross. That hits the side of the net. So another kick for Reimer. She's going to have to ice down that right leg for an extended period of time with all the goal kicks. Yonahara through to Porter. Porter slows it down. Up high to Yonahara. She'll let it go, and that one goes just wide of the left post, and she's kind of a little frustrated with herself not be able to put that one on target. She had the shot, she had the corner, but it curled on her and went past that left post. Reimer with another kick. Kick it over to the near side. Voigt. Torbenson in on the press. And now Kayla Smith. Smith cuts to the inside. Kayla Smith. Top of the box, leaving it for Yonahara. Swinging it wide now to Kayla Thomas. She'll cut to the outside. Backline cross. That one punched over the back line. And another goal kick for the Muskies. Reimer getting ready for the kick. Low line drive. Sails up to Yonahara, who pushes it back to Schuth. Lily Schuth. Kayla Thomas. Inside, outside, back inside. Yonahara. Hannah Ramos. Ramos cuts it back upfield. Up high to Thomas. Thomas. Top of the box. Now Kayla Smith. Spinning around, trying to get free. Lakeland will push it upfield, but Torbenson's there to track it down. Fujimori, Rachel Fujimori. Once again to Kayla Thomas. Fujimori now, Caitlin Walsh. Over to Ramos. Up high to Murray. Murray will stop. Change directions, go over to the near side with Torbenson. Torbenson to Smith. Smith, right foot shot, rolls over to Reimer, and she falls on it to make the save. 35-18 to go in the second half, 5-0 Illinois Tech. 4 goals in the first half. And then Joe Porter with a goal here in the second half to give the Hawks the 5-0 advantage. There's Emmy Anderson, first time touching the ball here in the game. Fujimori to Murray. She'll give it over to Liliana Schuth. Now Fujimori back to Yonahara on the far side. Finds Porter. That ricochets off, but Caitlin Walsh is there to track it down. Cuts back to the inside. She's got a little room. Finds Porter. Porter knocked down. Back to Yonahara. She'll take it to the outside. Stops. Now Kayla Thomas. Up high to Ramos. Hawks working it around the perimeter as Lakeland's keeping them on the outside for now. Ramos trying to feed that one to Thomas, but that rolls wide. It'll be another goal kick for the Muskies. Eddie Reimer with the kick. Up the middle. That's deflected by Steinbach. Check that. That is Leah Armstrong. Now back to the Hawks and Kayla Thomas. Kayla Thomas splits a pair of defenders. Rolls it high to Ramos. Ramos will swing it to Torbenson. Back up high now, Allie Murray. Rachel Fujimori. To Thomas. Back to Fujimori. Schuth. Fujimori. Hawks kind of content to work it around for now. And now Ramos trying to get free. That rolls to the back line. Crossing attempt. That one ping-pongs around. As Lakeland was trying to clear that one out of there, I think that was, might have been Inez Rodriguez trying to clear. Murray knocks it down. Feeding it through the box. Caitlin Walsh stops. Right foot shot. That one doesn't get through. Oh! Thomas tries to pick it up. She taps it in. So that goal counts. They had a player down, but goal counts for Illinois Tech. So that'll be Kayla Thomas, number 20. So Thomas gets on the board. And the Hawks are up 6-0. Tough play for the Muskies there, as that was a shot block. Just kind of absorbed by Ava Niels. And then she went down, so Lakeland down a defender there. And Kayla Thomas just picked up the loose change, and down and out was Raymer. Thomas just navigated to the net and tapped it in for her first goal of the match. Kayla Smith trying to feed that one through the middle. Goes to Yonahara. Had a substitution for the Hawks as Abby Cooley went in for Hannah Ramos. Shot, save made Reimer, and Cooley's there for the rebound. 19. So Abby Cooley gets the goal. And the Hawks go up 7-0 off the rebound from the shot from Kayla Smith. It fired a rocket. Reimer did well to make the initial save, but Cooley was there to poke it into the back of the net. And the Hawks with a 7-0 lead with 31:23 to go. Hawks working and buzzing around the Muskies' net again. Kayla Smith will punch it up high to Allie Murray. Murray fires and into the hands of Reimer with Cooley hot in pursuit. Ball knocked out of bounds on that near side. Pushed upfield by Lakeland and Emily Guy. Substitution. Allie Murray and Lena Yonahara will check out. Checking in Gabriella West and Caroline Bach. Here's West. Stops, throws it up high to Bach. Bach to Torbenson. Kayla Smith battling for that ball, goes over to West. Here's Kayla Thomas. Oh, tried to roll that through ball there, just too far out in front of Kayla Smith. Now Lakeland pushes it upfield, but it's kept inside by Torbenson. Shot, score! Kayla Smith. She gets the hat trick. So Kayla Smith with her third goal, hat trick. And the Scarlet Hawks go up 8-0. Hawks back inside the zone. Kayla Smith finds Gabby West. West will blast one. She was looking to tee one up. She did. That one goes high. As number 3 in red trying to get on the board. Coming in for Illinois Tech now, Sophia Arntz for Kayla Thomas. And Mackenzie Dowd coming in for Kayla Smith. Kayla Smith with the hat trick. Emmy Anderson will push that one upfield. That ball's rolling over to Cooley. Cooley fires, hits the crossbar. She had Porter to her left, but she had the shot, made it, and just hits the crossbar. Corner kick coming for the Hawks. Chip toward the box. Hanging up in the air. Walsh trying to bat it down. Still with it and brings it up high. It's played by the Hawks. Bach to shoot. Now Dowd, Mackenzie Dowd on that near sideline. Goes out. 8-0 Illinois Tech, down to 24-11 remaining here in the match. Here's Caitlin Walsh trying to get free, right foot shot. That one went over to Arntz. Arntz wasn't able to put it on net, and re-entering for Lakeland, or coming in as Maddie Linka, number 14, and checking out is Ingrid Steinbach. Here's Arntz, slows it down, rolls it ahead to Porter. Porter with the right foot shot, scores! Jo Porter gets her second goal of the match.
33, Joanne Porter, assisted by number 9, Sophia Arntz.
A nice job by Arntz on that through ball, getting it over to Porter, and Porter buried it. And it's now 9-0 Illinois Tech, 23:05 to go. Bach pushes it ahead. Here's Fujimori through the circle. Porter to Arntz. Arntz along that back line. Stops. Back up high to Gabby West. West left foot shot! Oh, and that one just cut down. That one, if it would have hung up just a little longer, might have got over the arms of Reimer. But a good shot by West. That one on target. But it curled back down, and Reimer was able to make that save. I like that Gabby's just firing it now. Why not? Dowd will release to Schuth, who punches it upfield. Through ball trying to get it to Abby Cooley, but that rolls too far into the hands of Reimer. So Illinois Tech women's volleyball with a 3-1 win. Over Concordia, Chicago. Caroline Bach rolls that one ahead. Punch wide. Bach trying to track it back down near that back line. Taken away by Voigt and the Muskies. Substitutions. Yasmi Siopsis and Maddie Pelfrey coming in for the Hawks, as well as goalkeeper change Clara Estiandin will take over net minding duties for Emmy Anderson here at 20:02. Checking out for the Hawks from the field is Lily Schuth and Caitlin Walsh. Hawks back in on the attack. Shot. Cooley. That one goes wide of the left post. Actually checked that. That wasn't Cooley. That was West. Gabby West. Punched upfield, knocked down by West. Hawks back in the zone. Now Porter. On the back line. Up high. West chips it towards the box. There's Cooley and a score! 19 from 3. So a nice pass from Gabby West.
Assisted by number 3, Gabrielle West.
So West with the assist on Cooley's second of the match. And a couple players coming in for Lakeland now, 28 and 19. That is Kiana Marquez and Natalie White. Checking out is Janae Kilsdonk. And number 17, Allison Solberg-Keeler. 10-0 Illinois Tech, down to 17 and a half minutes remaining in this match. There's Estiandin. She'll field the ball. Hawks will roll it up high. Goes over into that near corner. Hawks playing it along the back line. Centered. Tip. Score! Sophia Arntz. Oh, no, offsides. So an almost goal. No goal. Arntz almost had one there, but the Hawks were offside. Arntz will push that one wide. Pelfrey battling for it, and she's pushed off the ball there. Nice defensive effort by Brianna Love. That'll result in the Hawks throw on that near sideline. Coming back in for Lakeland is Ingrid Steinbach. And checking out Michaela Belasco. Has been toughening it out there as she's been dealing with lower body injury. It'll be Lakeland ball on the near sideline. Dowd, wide, far side to Sophia Arntz. Arntz gets around that corner. Cross. Oh, ping pongs around. Ball is still loose. And it'll be a Lakeland ball now as play whistle dead. Check in on Illinois Tech men's soccer. They were up in Plymouth taking on the Muskies men's team. It looks like Illinois Tech came from behind to win that one 2-1. So they were trailing 1-0. And Illinois Tech men's soccer coming from behind to win the game. Adam Lazarevic scored in the 67th minute to tie it up. And then Mateo Sakaira got the game winner in the 75th minute. And the Hawks come away with a 2-1 win up in Lakeland. That is a big win for Scarlet Hawks men's soccer. Here's Porter battling. Porter, she'll take it up high. Leaves it to Cooley, who rolls it on to Reamer, and she easily covers that one up. How I just realized I had the volume off. Sorry, folks. Must have been since the last goal. 10-0 lead for Illinois Tech. 11 minutes remaining in the match. Porter keeps it in. Porter, she'll fire. And Reamer makes the shot and save. And then follows up with Pelfrey going for the loose ball. Nice job by Reamer to push that one over to the near side. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Muskies. Hawks on the attack again. And we get a foul in the penalty area, so this should be a penalty kick for the Hawks. Looks like it'll be Joe Porter looking to get the hat trick on the penalty kick against Reamer. 9:55 on the clock. Shot, score! Joe Porter on the penalty kick.
Illinois Tech goal. Number 33, Joanne Porter.
So Porter on the penalty kick goal, and the Hawks go up 11-0. Trying to get some updated stats on Reimer. So again, even though it's 11-0, and again, she's been under siege, but she's made a ton of saves as well. "20 saves. She's allowed 11 goals, but Arntz, and score! Porter with her fourth on the cross by Arntz. 33 from 9 again.
Illinois Tech goal. Number 33, Joanne Porter. Assisted by number 9, Sophia Arntz.
Nice cross by Arntz. She's picked up a pair of assists. She's had a couple shots as well. Almost had a goal, but it was an offside. So nice game here for Sophia Arntz, and great game for Joe Porter. She's put in 4. Estiandin will throw it over to Torbenson. Torbenson will carry the mail upfield. Now Pelfrey into the circle to Bach. Finds Cooley. 7:43 remaining. Abby Cooley will send that wide to Arntz. Sophia Arntz. Little give and go action there between Porter and Arntz. Arntz will stop it on the back line and over to Siopsis, and that one just a bit wide, we'd say. She knew it. Checking back in for the Muskies is Jennifer Champney, and coming out number 19, Natalie White. Goal kick for Reimer. So Sophia Arntz with a pair of assists. Annika Torben had an assist on the first goal, or no. First goal is second half. And then Gabby West had the assist on Abby Cooley's goal, her second goal. It's a 12-0 lead for Illinois Tech. That one goes over the back line. Down to 6.5 minutes remaining. Shots, well, 48-0 in favor of Illinois Tech. So it's obviously it's a tough go for Lakeland here. They're just overmatched. Tough draw on the road, especially against a Hawks team coming off their first loss of the season. You know they were looking to rebound. 48 shots, 32 of them on frame. And again, we talked about the number of saves. 20 saves for Addie Reimer. So just kind of put that in perspective. Yeah, it's 12-0, but she's made 20 saves. By my count, that is a lot. So hats off to Addie Reimer in net. I know she's not going to feel like it, and she'll have to have a nice ice bath after tonight. Take a look at the schedules for both of these teams. Illinois Tech will hit the road. Women's soccer will head to Milwaukee to take on Wisconsin Lutheran. Here's Bach coming in Bach, stutter step, shot, save Reimer. Put another save to the Reimer ledger. That'll be a 1 o'clock match for Illinois Tech women's soccer up against the Warriors in Milwaukee. For the Muskies, they will host Rockford. Here come the Hawks. Arntz, she scores! Sophia Arntz finally gets it in the net. Fine. So on the Porter helping out Arntz there on the opposite end. So Arntz gets the goal with the assist from Porter. A goal and 2 assists for Sophia Arntz. 4 goals and 1 assist for Joe Porter. I'd say that's a good night. You know, we mentioned the Muskies will be hosting Rockford on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. over at Taylor Field. That might be a little more of an even match between the Regents and the Muskies. Maybe an opportunity for the Muskies to gather their first conference win. Ball rolls out of bounds on the far side. It'll be Illinois Tech throw. Ball roll over to Estionda, and we're down to 3.5 minutes remaining. Fujimori to Dowd. Dowd looking for an outlet, finds Arntz. Arntz splits a pair of defenders. Through ball, no one in the vicinity. And then it's rolled back over to Reimer, who will boot it back upfield. Bodied down by Fujimori. Finds Bach, now Dowd. Dowd with a cutting, Gabby West. West in. Stutters, chipped, oh, and it goes just wide, and Reimer makes the save as West was pouncing on that ball. Great opportunity, cut in, but Reimer did a good job of cutting down the angle and making the save. It'll be a corner kick. As number 3 in red trying to get on the board there. Now she'll take that corner at that near corner. Ball sails into the hands of Reimer with under 2.5 minutes remaining in this match. So close for Gabby West there. She could smell blood in the water, and she was pouncing on it. Now here come the Hawks again. It's Porter. Porter slows it down to Arntz. Now Siopsis. Oh, she thought she had someone up high, but passed that over and taken by Rodriguez. Now West trying to get a through ball to Porter, but that's too far out in front, and Reimer will take it with 1:45 remaining. 13-0 Illinois Tech. Reimer with the kick. Be a throw-in for Gabby West as we're coming up on 1 minute remaining. West to Bach to West, little give and go. Punch back upfield by the Muskies. And it goes out of bounds, throw in for the Hawks. West will take the throw. Here's Porter. Porter dancing through a couple defenders. Up high to Cooley. Cooley back steps. Tries to fire that one. That shot is blocked. Arntz will pick up the loose change. She'll go to the back line, roll it towards the net. That'll go out over the back line. We're down to 37 seconds remaining. Corner kick for the Hawks. So it'll be Abby Cooley taking it on the far corner, with Fujimori coming up for support. They'll just look to put it in play possibly. No, the kick will come on the way. Low line drive. Kicked by Arntz, and it was blocked. It goes out of bounds on the near side. We're coming up on the 10-second count. Seops is trying to scurry. They're just not going to be able to get that. They'll just throw that one in. Cooley will body it down. And time will wind down here on the south side of Chicago, where Illinois Tech women's soccer defeats the Lakeland Muskies by the score of 13-0. 4 goals for Joanne Porter. 3 goals for Kayla Smith.
Your final score tonight is Illinois Tech 13, Lakeland 0.
We'll go back to that.
Thank you for joining us in Stuart Field tonight. Make sure to get home safely and have a good evening.
So, yeah, we'll go through those scoring plays there. Actually, we'll just go back to the summary. So for Illinois Tech, 3 goals for Kayla Smith, 4 goals for Joe Porter. A goal for Hannah Ramos, Caitlin Walsh, Kayla Thomas. 2 goals for Abby Cooley and 1 for Sophia Arntz. That'll do it here from Stuart Field. Again, your final score, Illinois Tech 13 and Lakeland 0. Illinois Tech women's soccer back on the road Saturday, 1 o'clock match at Wisconsin Lutheran. Our next broadcast will be this Saturday. It'll be Illinois Tech women's volleyball. They'll be hosting Wisconsin Lutheran at the Keating Center. That match is scheduled for a 12 p.m. start right here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. This is Eric Willowhite, Sports Information Director for Illinois Tech Athletics, saying so long, and thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast.